country. Please give a warm, rousing welcome to our friend and inspiration, Michele Bachmann.
This is the welcoming committee for more liberty in the United States of America. We're here to celebrate today. We're celebrating that after several years fighting this tyranny, now the Supreme Court is taking up the issue that we've been demanding for so long. The end to the crown jewel of socialism, which is socialized medicine. You understand the importance of this issue. You understand the primacy of this issue. And I want to read a quote to you from the Wall Street Journal that tells us how important this is. It's this: the powers that the Obama administration is claiming change the structure of the American government as it has existed for over 225 years. It is not an exaggeration to say that the Supreme Court's answers may constitute a hinge in the history of American liberty and limited enumerated government. The justices must decide if those principles still mean something. Let me ask you, is James Madison, who wrote the Constitution of the United States, are the principles of limited government with the enumerated powers, are those still relevant today?
Yes!
I'm not sure if they can hear you.
Yes!
One more time.
Yes!
I think even Nancy Pelosi heard you.
She cannot hear.
I think Harry Reid heard you.
He's deaf.
Okay, now a little louder, because 1600 Pennsylvania needs to hear you. Oh, Mr. President, and you told us you were the great uniter. You will not divide the American people from our Constitution. Because we see before us a bill that will change the United States forever. Because in the future, you see, we will not be electing a president, we'll be electing a healthcare dictator.
That's right.
And we will see politicians trot out the politically correct disease or the politically correct cure. And that's what the president will run on. That's not the United States of America. We won't get behind that, because this is the greatest expansion, not only of entitlement programs, but when you are the brokest nation in the history of the world, which we are right now, we as Americans are too smart to stand for the largest new entitlement program that this country has ever seen. We're saying no to those programs. Two new entitlement programs alone will expand by over $1 trillion in spending that we don't have. And so all those printing presses that get fired up to print more worthless money will have to go on overtime. They'll have to set up generators to run those printing presses. We're all here, the ones who have to work and have jobs to pay that money back. We're done with that. Unplug your printing presses. We in the Tea Party want the federal government That's why we want the Federal Reserve to change its ways dramatically.
Go away.
Because we believe, don't tread on me.
In God we trust.
We don't see James Madison's Constitution as an impediment. It was meant to be our bulwark against the socialists and what the socialists intended to do to cede our authority from us. You see, in England, there was a king and there was a queen. And in the United States, James Madison and our founders saw, look around, that each one of us would be the kings and the queens of this nation. We are the sovereigns. We are the sovereigns. And that's what sets us apart from every other nation in the world. Because power comes from us, not from this marble building behind us. That's why over 2 years ago, when even some in the Republican leadership said, it's too late, we've lost, we have to get used to this, they're now going to take over. We put a call out to you, and you answered. And over 40,000 Americans came and gathered here and there and all across these grounds and said, not with my health care, you don't. Not with my freedom, you don't. Not with my sovereignty, you don't. And you came. And on the nights, on March 20,